You know it's fall in Hollywood because the premiere calendar is quickly filling up. Last week I was covering 5 premieres, including the new thriller starring Jamie Foxx and Gerald Butler called Law-Abiding Citizen, about 2 men on 2 opposite tracks of the law. Let's look at my premiere coverage. When his wife and daughter are brutally murdered during a home invasion, Clyde's life feels like it ended. Corruption in the legal system sees the killer out on the street, and that means revenge for Clyde. It takes him over 10 years, but he vows that every single key player in the trial will die.
You and whoever else you have helping you are gonna pay.
Now you're the one who makes deals with murderers, yeah. So I've come to make mine. Release me.
For what?
Or I kill everyone.
Gerald Butler outlines how life has changed for him now that he's famous.
It's a little more difficult to be private. You probably have to assume that if you're going to go and do your normal stuff, that you got to cut off 10% of your day to be kind of going, oh, thank you, and oh, yeah. And, but that's nice. I mean, it's kind of great because that's what you look for. And then you know that you're going to have a few more people sneaking about and hanging out trees and, you know, like a few more paparazzi, so that's interesting.
Oscar winner Jamie Foxx talks about the movie-making experience for him.
Never take for granted this feeling because this is not promised. You can do a couple of movies, a couple of whatever, and it doesn't go right, and you may never be able to do this again. So every chance you get, you cherish it, and it's like, you know, the first time every time.
F. Gary Gray admits it's always special for him to premiere a movie at the Chinese theater.
You know what? This place is Hollywood history. I've premiered most of all of my movies here, and I think there's a certain cachet. I think there's a certain kind of, you know, you're serious when you have a premiere here at the Chinese Theater.
And Gerald Butler's next project is The Bounty, in which he's co-starring with Jennifer Aniston, with whom he's now rumored to be romantically involved. And last week's #1 movie at the box office was Couples Retreat. I went to the premiere to find out from the stars of the movie what they have learned from the movie about being in a couple. 4 Midwestern couples embark on a journey to a tropical island resort to participate in the resort's couples therapy. What follows is a hilarious look at real-world problems.
Who is that? That's the yoga guy. Damn.
Allow me to put on something more proper. Thank God. Now, who is ready for their yoga? This just gets better and better.
We wanted to find out from the stars of Couples Retreat what they have learned about making it as a couple from the movie.
I don't pretend to know all the answers to relationships, but listening's probably a good thing to do, I would imagine.
I think communication is always the most important thing, because once that lacks and you stop communicating, a lot can start to crumble.
I think the most important thing is to not lose track of each other, because a lot of times life comes at you really fast and you go, oh shoot, that's right, I have a husband or a wife, or you know, and we have to remember to be with each other and spend some quality time together.
Definitely the setup is I can relate to, which it's like being busy and having kids and having a little kid sleep in your bed and wet the bed.
A rare find at such a Hollywood premiere was Oscar winner Dame Helen Mirren, who told us she had an ulterior motive why she was there.
Dodgeball is in my top 10 movies. And that was when I first saw Vince, and I kind of fell, you know, I don't tell my husband, but I kind of fell in love with him a little bit. So, you know, I'm here for that ulterior motive.
And Universal Pictures junketed Couples Retreat in the island of Bora Bora. I guess the studio still has enough money in their marketing budget. And that's a wrap for this week. Always a pleasure connecting you to the latest entertainment news from downtown Hollywood. I'm Ron Jacobsohn.